Welcome to the Mama So Fit weekly pregnancy update. We are now in week 30 of the pregnancy updates, and that's where I am currently sitting with baby number 4. And so I'm really excited to be on this journey with you. If you are also pregnant, be sure to comment below to let us know how you are feeling during your pregnancy. Hey, my name is Gina. I'm a perinatal fitness trainer and birth doula and currently pregnant with baby number 4. And so I am on this journey with you, and I'm going to be sharing my personal experience in week 30 of this pregnancy.
And I'm Roxanne. I'm a labor and delivery nurse and student midwife, and I'm going to be sharing what is actually happening with baby and your body in this pregnancy week.
But before we dive into what to expect during week 30 of your pregnancy, I want to share that my book, Training for Two, is also due this fall. The book comes out September 10th of 2024, and it's all about how you can use prenatal fitness to help you move confidently throughout your pregnancy with lifting modifications, core exercises that are safe for pregnancy, pelvic stability exercises, and also tons of exercises to help you prepare for birth. The book includes tons of pictures with written descriptions in addition to QR codes to videos to make it easier for you to understand how to do a lot of these different movements to help support a comfortable pregnancy. You can check out Training for Two down in the notes below. And again, the book comes out September 10th of 2024. So Roxanne, what is going on with baby during week 30 of pregnancy?
So week 30 of pregnancy, officially in the 30s. Only like 10 more weeks to go, maybe. But week 30, baby is the size of a bike helmet or a zucchini, if that either of those resonate with you. There's also the reference of a large cabbage, but I feel like that is not the same size of one. Yeah, like what kind of cabbage?
Also, bike helmet seems gigantic.
Well, like not the bike helmet that has like the rim on it, like just like a traditional bike helmet.
A normal person's
a normal ass bike helmet. Yeah, because I feel like that's like about the size of a zucchini. But in week 30, baby is continuing to grow and put on some pounds. So they generally say baby will put on about like a half a pound a week, starting around 30 until baby is born. So this is when they're like in their bulking phase, if that makes sense to you. Their lungs are also continuing to develop, so they're able to breathe when they're on their outside. So the surfactant, which is that like almost like the lubrication for their lungs, is continuing to develop. This is also their movement is now in a more pattern where they're going between sleep and wake cycles. It's more noticeable. So this is when we want to keep doing those kick counts. And this is, again, kick counts are a great way to tell how baby is doing within the womb. But doing just the traditional where you sit down and just wait until you get 10 kicks within a 2-hour period, that way is not as evidence-based as just noticing your baby's normal movement patterns throughout the day and noticing when there is a change within their normal movement patterns. And then the last thing that's happening during this week is their melanin is starting to increase in their skin. This is when baby is starting to develop their skin pigmentation. And the skin pigmentation that they have when they're born is not usually the full development of their skin pigmentation. It can change up until 6 months of life. That's really it with baby at week 30. So for you, you might be experiencing all of the great pregnancy discomforts or symptoms, one of them being mood swings. Just hormones are great at, developing babies, but maybe not so great on our moods, where 1 minute, again, you might be like pretty happy and all of a sudden just like really annoyed at everybody. Not saying Gina is experiencing mood swings.
I had a star chart reader tell me that my mood affects everybody around me pretty significantly.
Just this morning, I was like, Gina hates me. Our friendship is over. Sisterhood over because she is angry.
And because I was exhausted and sleepy.
Yeah, which is the next common symptom is sleep might be a lot harder to achieve at starting around this 3rd trimester in general. So you might start being more fatigued just because of the quality of your sleep. At night might not be as great. You might be waking up in the middle of the night at least once to get up and pee. It's just harder to move potentially as your belly gets bigger.
So I wear a Whoop watch, which is like a fitness tracker that tells me all the stats on my health. And it also tracks my sleep as well. And I have been noticing that my light sleep is much higher this trimester.
It's harder to get
which is probably why I feel so
restful
fatigued.
Sleep. Yeah. If you want to try out the Whoop watch, check out our link
below.
They
also have pregnancy stats too, which is really cool. And so apparently like 7 weeks before you're supposed to go into labor, your heart rate variability is supposed to start to increase in the 3rd trimester.
Did it increase yet?
No.
Okay. So
I did
not 37 weeks for Gina.
So I thought that was really interesting. There's like actual research studies that like looks at this.
Yeah.
But I've been really enjoying wearing the watch because it's been helping me figure out all my stats. And I also want to see if it predicts my labor. We'll include our link down in the notes below.
But if you are having issues sleeping, things that you can try, especially if it's like insomnia, like minimizing screen time before going to bed, like those blue blocker glasses, if you wanted to try those, but really just minimizing screen time because the screens can disrupt your sleep patterns at nighttime. So it can make it a little bit harder to fall asleep, also get more restful sleep. So waking up in the middle of the night and playing on your phone is not apparently the answer to going back to sleep. It just makes you stay up longer. Science, even though I totally still do it at 10 months postpartum.
So things that I've been doing, not that this is about me yet, but that help me sleep a little bit better is one, I've been drinking needed sleep and relaxation support tea at night. It has like chamomile and like magnesium and like other things in it to make it
Little magic.
give you a little sleepy brew. That's been really helping. I usually drink it about like half an hour before bed. I've been listening to gentle birth meditations, like their sleep meditations to kind of help chill me out. And then I also got this cooling blanket.
Oh my God.
Because I have been sweating randomly in the middle of the night, and that's been like waking me up. And so I got this cooling blanket from Mom Cozy that has been very nice. My husband wants to steal it from me.
My husband has stole it from me. It's really, really nice. You can use code 25 Mama Stay Fit if you want 20% off your own blanket. They're pretty legit. We were pretty skeptical. And it, like, just to the touch, it's cool. It's cool because another very common pregnancy symptom that you might be experiencing in this third trimester is just like feeling hot, especially when you're sleeping. You might wake up and just like a sweat or just throughout the day. And this is just due the blood vessels in your body have dilated more because the increase in blood volume is causing like your blood volume to flow quicker, and your blood vessels, since they're more dilated, they're closer to the skin, like the final layer of your skin. So you're feeling that heat from your blood a lot easier, which is causing you to feel a lot warmer. So things that we can cool down with as well is a nice cooling blanket at nighttime to kind of make us more comfortable. Like some breathable pajamas can be really helpful as well. And then again, drinking lots of water. So sleepy tea before going to bed, or some hydration salts like Element would be a really great thing to implement throughout the day as well as when you're feeling really hot. Other things to kind of help with the sleep, though, is like developing some sort of sleep routine. So Gina has her sleep routine of drinking her sleepy time tea, listening to her meditation, and then falling asleep. But whatever kind of resonates with you of like minimizing screen time and like doing something like sequential steps to then like be able to like relax and fall asleep. And then a pregnancy pillow is also pretty great as well, along with a nice cooling blanket. We'll link below. And then the last thing that you might be experiencing as your baby is getting larger is some shortness of breath. And this is just due to your enlarged uterus now compressing your diaphragm from being able to reach full expansion and that full range of motion. So taking those deep breaths where we normally feel like we're able to take these big deep breaths to like fill our lungs with oxygen, it's a little bit harder because that diaphragm just can't fully extend. So feeling shortness of breath, if you felt it in the first trimester and then it got better in the second trimester and now it's like reappeared, know that it is completely normal discomfort that can appear just due to like, unfortunately, your belly just getting bigger and pushing and compressing your diaphragm. And that's really it at week 30 for you. How are you feeling, Gina, other than feeling hot when you sleep and
moody?
Moody.
What do you mean? I feel moody, Roxanne.
I mean, she's not moody.
What do you mean? I definitely have noticed a little bit more irritability. It's probably because I'm tired.
Yes, honestly.
And hot.
Like,
it's very hot in North Carolina.
It's 95 degrees.
So Roxanne had a pool party at her house, and my Whoop watch was like, you seemed like you were really stressed for these 2 hours that you were outside in 95-degree weather. And I was like, I wonder why. I was
Gina
so stressed.
could have hung out inside.
I did hang out outside, and then I left because I was like, I'm going to go sit in my own AC. So I'm definitely a little bit more like sensitive to heat at this point. Somebody else had just made a comment about how good I was doing during the summer, and they were impressed with my resiliency being pregnant in summer, as I'm just like,
she's not. She's not doing well.
I was not doing well. And then I'm also like really hot at night, which is like
great
new because usually I'm like cold all the time.
We own like 7
I know.
7 robes between the two of us.
The cooling blanket has been a game changer for me for this.
Thank you, Mom
The
Pussy.
past few weeks, I was skeptical. I'm no longer skeptical. I'm a believer of the cooling
Of the
blankets.
the magical cooling technologies.
I have been having a little bit more rib discomfort. It's like on this right upper quadrant area, which I know is like potentially one of the symptoms of preeclampsia, which it is not for me. It is just compression on my
Is
right
that
side.
where her feet are kicking you?
Yeah.
Or her butt?
I don't know. So the right like rib pain right here is something that I've had with all of the pregnancies, and it's essentially we tend to be a little bit more compressed to the right side, and so there's just like some shortening and like squishing that's happening here. But I also have like a baby in my belly who is like, "Excuse me, can
Don't
we
squish
not?"
me.
And so I've been doing a little bit more like side body opening on the right side, especially to kind of find more length there, and that's been super helpful with relieving some of that discomfort. Another thing that I have had in previous pregnancies that I haven't had yet, this one, yet is the key word, is sometimes I'll have rib upper ab discomfort, like right up here where it's like super sensitive even to touch. And that's from like my belly just being heavy. And so wearing like a belly band really helps with that like discomfort for me. So if you're having rib discomfort and you're not having any like blood pressure issues, it could be from compression. And so stretching could feel really nice. Or it could be there's too much stretching and like a support band could be really nice. Like a belly band could be really helpful.
Or even some supportive maternity leggings, which
Even
you've
some-
worn started earlier this
I
pregnancy.
did. I have been
So maybe that's why you don't have it.
a little bit more deliberate with my support this pregnancy. So if you are having some sort of like upper rib type pain, like those are two things that you can try doing. And I, like you also, not you, have been having more discomfort breathing where I'm just like, can I take a deep breath? And so something that I have found to be really beneficial is during pregnancy, we also tend to start arching a little bit more because it's a little bit more comfortable to stand like that. And because of that, our diaphragm position is a little bit off. And so it makes it a little bit harder to take that deep breath as well. And so I've been focusing a little bit more on like back expansion breathing drills where I find a little bit more of a rounding in my back. And I really think about inhaling into this back space. And that's allowing me to get like a little bit deeper of a breath, to just feel slightly less deoxygenated in my body. So that's something that I've been doing to help with the shortness of breath feeling, because I, for whatever reason, get really anxious when I can't breathe well.
Oh, I can't imagine why. Like, you enjoy breathing?
But I will say that my anxiety has gotten a little bit better since I've been taking my iron supplements for about like 3 weeks now. And so I think it's helping. I don't feel quite as like overwhelmed and like doom and gloom, which is nice.
Maybe it was
And-
the iron.
Yeah, so it wasn't me. It was my iron levels and being near anemic. But overall, feeling pretty good. No like big updates happening this week. Baby girl is kicking all over the place and seems to be growing well. I'm assuming she's still head down. We'll see in a little bit, but yeah. So thanks so much for watching week 30 of the Pregnancy Week by Week update. If you are pregnant, again, comment below to let us know how you are feeling. Are you experiencing some of the same symptoms as me? And if so, what are you doing to help resolve those symptoms? Because we would love to learn from you, and our viewers would also like to read your comments. If you want more support throughout your pregnancy, be sure to check out our online prenatal fitness programs. We also offer our online prenatal fitness programs specific to the third trimester. So if you're like, it's too late for me, I'll just get it for my next pregnancy, it's not too late. We do have third trimester specific options available too, both in our app-based program and in our on-demand based program, depending on how you like to work out. Our third trimester specific programming is going to involve tons of birth preparation exercises, pelvic floor release exercise, and some birth partner workouts as well. So you and your partner can start practicing labor positions and comfort measures together, because it's good to practice that before you make it to labor and trying to figure out how to do a hip squeeze. So you can check out our third trimester specific options, and you can also bundle them with our online childbirth education course.
So our online childbirth education discusses the science of labor and birth to kind of take away some of the mystery away from birth and make it less scary for you to approach. We also discuss different laboring positions that you and your partners can utilize throughout labor, different labor comfort techniques, as well as all of your birth options that you could utilize during your birth. And you can check out both of these options on our website at mamastayfit.com and use code YouTube10 to get 10% off any of our offerings.
And we'll link the third trimester specific bundles down in the notes below. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We would love your support. It helps us reach more viewers to help support you throughout your pregnancy, your birth, and beyond.